I'm Nikki Bush, creative parenting expert, speaker and author. I'm at the iPad Summit in South Africa in Sandton, and I'm interviewing Tom DeCord, who is the founder and director of EdTech Teacher. He's here from the States, and I wanted to ask him what he means by flipping the classroom.
The flipped classroom is a process, some would say a movement, whereby we'll take some of the traditional elements of a homework activity, and those will transpire in class. And some teacher instruction, such as a lecture or dissemination of information to a students from a teacher at the front of the class, might now be part of homework. At the core are sort of some essential questions. What are the most cognitively demanding tasks that students undertake in your classroom? Our belief is that the teacher should be there and present to be able to assist and work with a student. An example could be from a math classroom, where a teacher might have a 5 or 10 minute in-class explanation on a math theorem. At night, students are working at problems, so they're trying to apply the knowledge that they've consumed in class from the teacher. And they're engaged in these cognitively demanding math tasks and math problems. And it's a situation that would be ideal if the teacher were there to assist them. If the teacher were to record a short 5 or 10 minute introduction to the theorem, or to use existing video tutorial or other types of multimedia to introduce the students to the theorem, that would then free up time at the beginning of class for the teacher to work with the students on the math problems. In other words, the students could move immediately to solving the math problems that they used to do for homework. That now is being undertaken in class. The teacher is right there to assist them. One of the advantages of flipping a classroom with, for example, a 5 or 10 minute video tutorial is that students could watch the tutorial at their pace. They can pause and rewind. So if they've lost concentration, they can go back and re-listen or re-watch a tutorial. So you have an opportunity to differentiate. In class, there's no pause or rewind for the teacher. If they haven't been paying attention at a particular moment, that moment is lost. Also with the video tutorial, the students can go back later and review material. In other words, they've probably forgotten that 5 or 10 minute introduction in class that transpired a week, a month, or 10 months ago. But now they have an electronic archive and they can revisit it. Also, teachers who prepare video tutorials for future topics can allow students to move ahead, so you can differentiate and students can work at their own pace. So it enables teachers to meet the varying needs of their students by working and assisting with them on face-to-face, by perhaps providing them with collaborative activities, going directly into a Socratic discussion. There are many instructional practices where the teacher can be actively involved with individuals or small group and assisting them during the most cognitively demanding tasks at a time when the teacher is needed the most. So there's a little bit of the conception and the theory behind flipped classroom, and the practicality of it is this. A flipped classroom does not necessarily mean an entire lesson. Often it's simply 5 minutes or 10 minutes that are flipped. But those 5 or 10 minutes can now be used for experiential learning, active learning, and guided instruction that might have never been available if it not for a flipped classroom model and strategy.
Thank you so much, Tom. And if you'd like to know more and watch more to do with iPads in the classroom and leapfrogging education into the future, do watch Nikki Bush TV later this week when we upload our next interview with Michelle Lassus from the Think Ahead Education Solutions Company, who put iPads in the classroom. You can follow on nikkibush.tv.